You're seriously pointing a gun at a US Army general, at a funeral. That was the first voice to break the stunned silence. And it didn't come from a soldier, it came from a 12-year-old boy standing beside his mother. The folded flag trembled in her hands, not from fear, but from fury contained under layers of discipline. General Alana Brooks stood tall, her white army dress uniform immaculate against the sea of black behind her. In front of her lay a fallen hero. Behind her, chaos. "Drop the flag and get on your knees," the young patrol officer screamed, sweat pouring down his face as his gun locked on her back. His voice cracked with nerves and confusion. The crowd around him froze. Mourners gasped. Soldiers stood still, unsure if this was real or a nightmare. But Alana? She didn't move an inch. Her voice, calm and deadly, cut through the tension like a razor. "You have 3 seconds to lower your weapon, officer." The rookie's hand trembled. His eyes darted between the uniform she wore and the flag in her arms. Somewhere in his mind, a war was raging. His training versus his bias. But he didn't drop the weapon. Only 6 minutes earlier, everything had been quiet, peaceful. Dozens of chairs lined a shaded clearing at Arlington, filled with grieving families. An honor guard stood at attention. A lone trumpet waited to play taps. Staff Sergeant Kyle Henderson's casket, draped in stars and stripes, stood ready to be honored by the commanding officer he served under. That officer was General Alana Brooks. She had promised Kyle's mother she'd bring her boy home. And she did. But the moment she stepped forward, black, female, decorated in white dress blues, the patrol officer stationed nearby didn't see the rank, didn't see the ribbons, didn't see the sacrifice. He saw something suspicious. "I said, get on your knees," he screamed again, louder this time, as if volume could erase the shame building around him. A colonel in the front row sprang to his feet. "That's Major General Brooks. Are you insane?" The officer didn't hear him, or wouldn't. The gun stayed raised. Then came the boots. 6 of them, Navy SEALs in formal dress, stood up from among the crowd, silent, controlled, lethal without even drawing a weapon. They didn't speak. They moved like wolves, 3 from the right, 3 from the left. All closing in with terrifying calm. Ortiz, the lead, stepped into view, face unreadable. "You're pointing a firearm at a decorated US general. You're one wrong breath away from ending your career, or worse." The officer turned, startled, overwhelmed. "Back off. I'm following protocol." She could be impersonating. Martinez, another SEAL, pulled off his cap and glared. "That woman pulled me out of a burning Humvee under fire, while bleeding, while dragging 2 Marines behind her. You don't speak her name, you salute it." Still, the gun didn't lower. Dalton, the team's medic, came from behind. With one fluid move, he disarmed the rookie, handed the gun to security, and stared into the kid's panicked eyes. "You didn't just point that at a soldier. You pointed it at every sacrifice this place stands for." Alana finally turned. Her expression wasn't rage. It was something far heavier, disappointment. "You saw my skin before you saw my stars," she said. "You saw a woman before you saw a warrior. You saw a threat instead of a leader." The rookie opened his mouth. "I didn't know." "No," she said. "You didn't want to know." The SEALs stepped back. Security moved in, not with force but with gravity. The crowd parted. No one cheered, no one clapped. Just the wind rustling the flags and the shame clinging to that officer's back as he was led away. And then, the ceremony resumed. Alana walked forward, kneeling beside Kyle's casket. She handed the folded flag to his mother with trembling hands and whispered, "He was brave. I swore I'd bring him home, and no moment of ignorance will take that away." Kyle's mother broke down in her arms. The crowd rose. Veterans saluted. The trumpet played. The sun shone over rows of white stones, each bearing a name, a sacrifice, a story. 6 minutes. That's all it took for fear to turn into failure, for disrespect to be met with unwavering honor, for one man's ignorance to be silenced by the silent, disciplined fury of those who serve. So, never point a weapon at someone who's carried one in combat. Never mistake quiet strength for weakness. Respect is earned and protected by those who've seen war up close. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.